Hi, today we will study about turn variable. Okay, so we will study how this turn variable will help in process synchronization. Okay, so let's start with the turn variable. So here you see I have written turn variable and these two theoretical points. The first one is two process solution. So basically turn variable is a two process solution. Here only two processes are involved. Okay. And the second thing is strict alternation. So it's about strict alternation approach. Strict alternation means what? Here you see if process P0 gets such if process P0 enters the critical section, process P1 will wait. Once process P0 comes out from the critical section, then process P1 will enter. Okay, and when process P1 will comes out from the critical section, after that process P0 will enter in the critical section. So everything will happen in the alternate manner. P0 P1 P0 P1 P0 P1 like this. Okay, so we will understand more after analyzing this code. Okay, so let's analyze this code. It's very simple. Okay, so don't worry, just watch this video till the end. Okay, so let's start. Here you see uh, one you see here one turn variable has been declared. Okay, int turn. So it has been declared. So let's say turn variable, we have initialized it as let's say 0. Okay, the turn variable is initialized as 0, and let's see how this process will enter into the critical section. Okay, since the turn variable is 0 and there are two processes P0 and P1, both these processes wants to enter into the critical section. Here you see CS is written. It means what? This is the critical section, and above it, it's an entry section. You can see here while turn not equal to 0, and after that there is a semicolon, and here you see while turn not equal to 1, and at the end there is a semicolon. And you see at the exit section just below the critical section, I have written turn is equal to 1 semicolon, and here I have written turn is equal to 0 semicolon. Okay, so now you see, suppose both these processes want to enter into the critical section. Suppose P0 starts first. Okay, suppose CPU is given to P0, CPU is with P0, so P0 will try to enter into the critical section. Okay, so let's see whether P0 succeeds or not. So you see here turn is equal to 0. So now P0 will execute this entry section code. Okay, P0 will execute this entry section code. What's written here? While turn not equal to 0. While turn not equal to 0, it means what? The value of turn is 0. Okay, so it means what? Basically while 0 is not equal to 0. Okay, so while 0 is not equal to 0, definitely it's a false statement. Okay, so it means what? This condition is false. This condition is false means what? Here there is a semicolon, so while loop will be broken. Okay, so P0 can successfully enter into the critical section. So here P0 will come and sit here. Fine. So P0 has successfully entered into the critical section. So when P0 is inside the critical section, will P1 can also enter at the same time? Let's see. You see here, yes. So now suppose at this point, when P0 is inside the critical section, the context switching happened and CPU is given to process P1. So let's see whether process P1 can enter inside the critical section or not. So process P1 will execute its code. Okay, so what is the code for process P1? While turn not equal to 1. Let's see. While turn not equal to 1. What is the value of turn? The value of turn is 0. So here you see while 0 not equal to 1. That is 0 not equal to 1. 0 not equal to 1. So is it true or false? Obviously it's a true statement. Okay, so it's a true statement. It means what? While true. So it means what? The condition is true. since the condition is true, so now this while loop cannot be broken. The while loop can only be broken if the condition doesn't meet. Okay, but here the condition is true. So here P1 will stuck in the while loop. Okay, while P1 is stuck in the while loop. So you see here, there is a mutual exclusion. It means what? When P0 is inside the critical section, P1 can't enter inside the critical section. Why? When P0 is inside the critical section, P1 can't enter inside the critical section because P1 is stuck in the while loop. Okay. Now you see, suppose the task of P0 is over. Now P0 wants to come out from the critical section. Fine. So now P0, so for this, P0 will execute this statement, turn is equal to 1. Okay. So P0 will execute this statement, turn is equal to 1. So now you see P0 has made the value of turn as 1. Fine. And after executing this statement, P0 has come out from the critical section. Now P0 is here. Okay. P0 has come out from the critical section. So now you see, since P0 has come out from the critical section, so will P1 can enter inside the critical section now? Let's see. The value of turn is 1. So P1 will run this code while turn not equal to 1. So the value of turn is 1. So here you see, while 1 not equal to 1. Obviously, it's a false statement. So since it's a false statement, so while loop will be broken. So now P1 can enter inside the critical section. Okay. So you see here, P1 is inside the critical section. So you see here, mutual exclusion is definitely guaranteed because when P0 was inside the critical section, P1 couldn't enter at the same time. So when P0 came out from the critical section, after that P1 could enter inside the critical section. Fine. And now you see, suppose after this, the task of process P0 is over. Okay, the task of process P0 is over. So P0 will come out from the critical section after executing this line. The task of P1 is over. So after this, P1 will come out from the critical section after executing this line, turn is equal to 0. So let's see. Now P1 will execute this code, turn is equal to 0. So here I will write 0. That the value of turn has made 0. Okay. And now P1 is outside of the critical section. Fine. So the value of turn is equal to 0. So you see now, at the initially P0 got the chance to enter inside the critical section. After that, P1 got the chance to enter inside the critical section. Okay. And now you see, since P1 came out, both the process came out from the critical section. And just remember, at last, P1 was the last process which entered the critical section. And after this P1, which process can enter inside the critical section again, P0 or P1? So let's check it. So now you see, suppose here P1 again wants to enter inside the critical section. So okay, suppose P1 again wants to enter inside the critical section. So let's see, is it possible? So now P1, so for this, P1 will again execute this while loop. Okay, so you see, before coming out from the critical section, P1 had made the value of turn at 0. You see? Yes. So now P1 will execute this. So when P1 will again try to enter into the critical section, so P1 will execute this while loop. Okay, let's see what will happen. The value of turn is 0 now. So while turn not equal to 1 means what? While 0 not equal to 1. Obviously, it's a true statement. It's a true statement. 0 is not equal to 1. So it means what? While loop cannot be broken. So P1 couldn't enter inside the critical section. Okay. So P1 is stuck in the while loop. Here P1 is stuck. P1 is stuck in the while loop. So it means what? At first P0 entered, after that when P0 came out, then P1 entered, and after that when P1 came out, again if P1 tried, okay, then P1 couldn't enter. P1 stuck in the while loop. So let's see now whether P0 can enter inside the critical section. So let's try here. So now here P0 will again want to enter inside the critical section. So P0 will execute this line while turn not equal to 0. Okay. So let's see, while turn not equal to 0. The value of turn is 0. So 0 not equal to 0. 0 not equal to 0. Okay. So it's a true or false statement. Definitely it's a false statement. Fine. Definitely it's a false statement. It means what? While loop will be broken. And since while loop will be broken, so now P0 will enter inside the critical section. So you see P0, P1, and again now P0 got the entry inside the critical section. Okay. And now, yes. And now when P0 is already inside the critical section, so the value of turn is 0. Since the value of turn is 0, so this statement is true, and since this statement is true, so P1 can't be able to come out from the while loop. P1 is already stuck in the while loop. So here you see mutual exclusion is guaranteed. So now you see P0 suppose comes out from suppose P0 has completed its task inside the critical section. So now P0 comes out from the critical section. So for this, P0 will make the value of turn as 1. Okay, P0 will make the value of turn as 1. So now the P0 has made the value of turn as 1. Fine. Now you see, yes. Now you see, yes. Now P0 came out from the critical section after making the value of turn is equal to 1. So now again P1 will try. So this time you see whether P1 could enter inside the critical section or not. P1 was stuck in the while loop. So turn not equal to 1. So here you see turn not equal to 1. Turn not equal to 1, and the value of turn is 1. So 1 not equal to 1. It's a false statement. Since it's a false statement, so this while loop will be broken, and now P1 entered inside the critical section. So now again P1 got the chance. Okay. So it means what? Here the strict alternation is happening. First P0 got the entry, after that P1 got the entry, after that again P0 got the entry, after after P0 P1 got the entry. In this manner, everything is happening in alternating when P0 P1 P0 P1 like this. And even if you start with P1, then what will happen? At first you should just check it on your own. If P1 will start if P1 will enter the critical section first, and when P1 will come out, after that P0 will get the entry, and when P0 will come out from the critical section, again P1 will get the entry, after that again P0 will get the entry. So everything will happen in the strict alternation approach. Fine. So you see here I am roughing it. So you see here bounded waiting is guaranteed or not? Now you tell me. Of course, you see here bounded waiting is guaranteed, because you see here both the processes are getting equal chances. Okay, it is not the case that when P0 got the entry, okay, when P0 came out, and when P0 got the entry, P1 was waiting, and when P0 came out, again P0 got the entry, and P1 was still waiting, and P1 was still waiting to enter inside the critical section. And when P0 came out, before P1 could enter the critical section, again P0 entered the critical section. These things are not happening. Here each process is getting the equal chance. P0, after that P1, after that P0, after that P1. So there is a bounded waiting. Here no process will wait infinitely. And also you remember one thing, whenever there is a strict alternation, then definitely the bounded waiting exists. Okay. So an important point of turn variable is that there is a bounded waiting. Bounded waiting. Fine. And yeah, of course, mutual exclusion is there. Fine. So let's see whether progress is there or not. So suppose you see here, suppose the value of turn is suppose 0. Okay. The value of turn is 0. So if the value of turn is 0, it means what? Process P0 can enter inside the critical section. Okay. If the value of turn is 0, suppose here both P0 and P1 wants to, here both P0 and P1 wants to enter inside the critical section. Okay. If the value of turn is 0, so definitely P0 will enter inside the critical section, because it's a condition in the while loop, turn not equal to 0, 0 not equal to 0. So definitely this while loop will be broken and P0 will enter inside the critical section. Okay. But suppose if P0 does not want to enter inside the critical section, P0 is not interested, suppose. If P0 is not interested, so definitely P0 will not enter inside the critical section. And if P0 is not interested, so it's better that, okay, I am not interested, then you should enter. It means what? If P0 is not interested, then P1 should enter in the critical section, because P1 is interested to enter inside the critical section. But will it happen? You see here, in order to get entry inside the critical section for P1, this while loop should be broken. And how this while loop will be broken? If the value of turn variable is 1. Okay, because if here you see, if the value of turn variable is 1, if the value of turn variable is 1, 1 not equal to 1, then only this while loop will be broken. Okay, but since P0 has not entered the critical section, okay, because P0 is not interested at all, so definitely P0 can't make the value of turn as 1, because the value of turn can be made 1 only by process P0. Okay, and this can only be possible if process P0 enters inside the critical section, because you see, after getting entry inside the critical section, if process P0 execute this line turn is equal to 1, then only the value of turn will be 1 and this while loop will be broken. But since P0 has not entered inside the critical sections, because P0 is not interested, so the value of turn is not 1. It means what? P1 can't enter. Okay, are you getting it? So here there is no progress at all. If it means what? If P0 is not interested to enter inside the critical section, then P0 is not, then P0 will not let P1 to enter inside the critical section. Here the entry inside the critical section of a process, it depends on the, it totally depends on the interest of the other process. Here the entry of P1 inside the critical section, it depends on the interest of P0, whether P0 will enter or not. Because if P0 will enter, then only P0 will make the value of turn as 1, and so that P1 can enter. Here, each processes are dependent on each other. Okay, so let me explain you this again. Now suppose you see, if the value of turn is 1, okay, if the value of turn is 1, so definitely which process will enter inside the critical section? Obviously P1 will enter inside the critical section, 1 not equal to 1. Okay, So P1 will definitely enter. But suppose if P1 is not interested, if P1 is not interested to enter, if P1 is not interested to enter, suppose, so definitely P1 will not enter. So since P1 will not enter inside the critical section, so P1 will not make the value of turn as 0. Since the value of turn will not be made 0 by P1 because P1 will not enter inside the critical section, so P0 can't enter now, because in order to get entry inside the critical section, P0 has to execute this line, has to execute this while loop, and this while loop can only be broken if the value of turn is made 0, and turn can be made 0 here by P1. And since P1 has not entered the critical section, so P0, although P0 is interested to enter, but P0 can't, because here P0 depends on the P1. Okay, so definitely here progress is not there. When one process is not interested, it is also not letting other process to enter. So here you see, here I am roughing it. So here you see progress is not there. Fine. And also it suffers from that same problem, busy waiting. Okay. Busy waiting. Busy waiting problem is there. Or you can say busy waiting solution. Busy waiting problem is there because you can see here, when one process is entered in, when one process is inside the critical section, then the other process is stuck in the while loop. It is continuously knocking the door of the entry section. Let me enter, let me enter. Okay. So busy waiting problem is there. Fine. And other theoretical, it is a software mechanism. Okay. It is a software mechanism implemented in user mode. Fine. And the last point is that it is platform independent, or you can say it is architectural independent. Platform independent. It means what? It doesn't need the support of operating system. Okay. So it was all about turn variable. Thank you.